All right. Hi, everybody. It's Fat Frog. Welcome to the live stream. We are playing on our cluster server here on Ragnarok, playing PvE, doing some base stuff. Going to get started today. If you're interested in joining our friendly little cluster server, then you can find out how to do that in the description. There's a link and some information down there. Aiden, so hello. How are you doing today? All right, I don't think I need this guy out. Are you full of food? No, not quite yet. We'll let him. Actually, if you're in a cryopod, won't you get food? So I don't need to leave you out all day long. So, there's so much to do. We got to finish this floor. We got to check on pretty much everything and do some PvE stuff. Wow, we have so much metal here. I guess what I can do here, because we have some mods like automated arc here, which will pick up this metal and put it where I want to go. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And that is a ton of stuff. 1975 Adam, hello, how are you doing? Glad you're doing well, Aiden. I'm doing pretty well myself. Trying to figure out where to get started because there is so much to do around here. Well, we can check and see if we can actually, oh my gosh, today we can get access to this Dino Depot terminal, which has been it's like it hasn't been working very well. Kind of caused a little bit of a lag there. Did we get all our stuff out of here? Yes, we did. Okay, what else do I have in my inventory? Do I have a little bit of an inventory delay there? I want to get my Drake out. Hopefully we're not going to crash here. Why do I not have any dino balls in here? Let's go see if they got stolen over this way. Yes, they did. Did I don't know. Things may have gotten reset. Not a big deal. I do want to get let's see, where is he? My this guy here, the red dash. I don't even know why I have that. Did this get empty too? Yes, it did. Some things got reset with the storage here, so I guess I gotta fix that first. Let's go to the exclude structures. Yeah, everything got reset. So, well, not everything, but most things got reset. I'm not really sure what that's all about. I do not want it going through my regular vaults and pulling stuff out that way. Confirm the terminal. I do not, it's not supposed to, but it, okay, there's the other dino storage. It did that, so let's confirm that. Beard, hello. How you doing? Good to see some new faces out there. Mostly been streaming on Sundays, so there we go. Got that going on. What else is screwed up here? I don't want my wood pile. Mortar and pestle. That's fine. That's fine. Confirm. Don't want that or that. Well, unfortunately, I'm all screwed up as far as as far as this stuff. I don't want that. What else? We don't want to empty the feeding trough. That would be bad. Let's do that. We don't want to empty the cryo fridge. Guess something got changed. So let's see what I do have for... Do I have cryos in here? Did they get empty? Because those will eventually... No, those are all the other ones. They're always breaking stuff lately. Yep, that's for sure. Whether it's Ark Survival Ascended or Ark Survival Evolved, things seem to be in kind of a bad way. But I'm enjoying the re-release here of Ragnarok, the remaster, but I haven't had much chance to play. So let's grab all these. Is there, let's see if I can do dino or maybe ball. No, this we'll just have to manually let's get this guy out first, because we're enjoying the dragon hordes. They're pretty awesome. So we're going to pick that guy up real quick. Make sure we're at 27,000 XP. So whenever we get to 30, we'll definitely go looking for a dragon horde. Let's get all these guys in here. I've got so much stuff to deal with. I got a pteranodon. Where did that even come from? All right. So let's get everybody in here. Have a little order to this chaos today. I want to get my wyvern settled. Do we have him out here? Full blast 4, yes. And then what was his travel? We have a couple of fast. Got fast travel, and we'll get this guy out. Okay, so that should be pretty good. We got ammo. We got stuff to do. All right. I feel better about that. All right, so the next thing to do is, I don't know how easy it is going to be put a door here, but I do want to sort of fill this thing in. That is crooked. Probably just going to leave that for right now. But yeah, how are you guys doing? How are you enjoying Ark with all the different changes, all the different excuse me, breakages and whatnot? So I could move this over a little bit and put in a doorway here, but I don't know. So much to do. Let's just go take a look around. Let's go take it all in and see how everybody's doing out here first. We'll take our good old transport Argentavis here and take a look. So our base is this cool castle here out in the swamp, and the view is beautiful up here, and it's not too dangerous. So I've heard the legend that there's supposed to be poison wyverns that spawn up here and have a nest, but I've never seen any on this map, and I hope it stays that way, because I don't really want them to maul the heck out of us. We do have a few turrets up here, so I think we'll be able to handle it if we do. Do have some rhinos in the neighborhood too, which are, you know, they're no joke, but they haven't caused me any problems yet. The other thing I wanted to check out today is if we have space over here for a water pen. I know we have more ruins out this way. And then do we have enough depth to bring our sharks and stuff in here, which would be kind of cool. Let's get rid of this Sarco situation. He's a tough little guy. There. Because this would be a pretty cool spot. I don't know if we're going to have a good way to get out of here, though. Like, can we get to the deeper ocean? It probably doesn't matter a whole lot with cryopods and whatnot, but I think this doesn't look that great. Whoa. Piranha. It's really pretty. It might be good for like a breeding area. Let's get out of here. Yeah, definitely good for breeding some of the smaller creatures, not maybe a Tuso or whatnot, but I don't like, there's really no good way to get out of here. And what did I do with my Argentavis? That's a good question. I play Evolved on the OG Switch. I still prefer old stuff, and it still breaks lately. Yeah, the OG Ark is still, I mean, it can be really good anyway, if it's not broken. If they don't break it completely, it's still a very good game. I'm kind of thinking we'll fly around here a little bit more. But as far as setting up a water pen, I think it might be just kind of, I don't know, redundant with cryopods, because I'm not going to do, at least I have no plans to do breeding out here quite yet as far as water dinos go. So I don't think I really need the area. Whoa, that's a cool frog. Level 55. Enjoying some of these summer bash. Let's put on our awesome spar, whatever, super spyglass. Want to keep an eye out for the summertime penguins so we can get some of those popsicles so we can craft up some of the skins, because we're still in need of doing that. Okay, who else? Yeah, I'm not seeing any kind of magical spot that just immediately appeals to me for building. It's also very dangerous as far as the critters go. So leaving them out is going to be leaving them in danger. So we wouldn't want to leave any sort of lightweights out like anglerfish or frogs or anything like that. We definitely only want to have sharks on neutral or whatever so they can defend themselves. This is pretty nice though. It is really pretty. But it's just not going to... It's not immediately work out. I think there'd be some better spots on the map that we could have a teleporter to, but like I said, I don't think it's very necessary. I do want to head back to the island and grab our megalodon, so we do have something that we can fight with here if we do need to go underwater. We got completely mauled. Our Tuso got completely mauled during our last live stream. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good around here. Collecting lots of resources, that's for sure, with our automated system. Okay, one thing I did want to craft up too is a grinder, because we're getting lots of good stuff with these dragon hordes, so let's do that. We're going to do the automated Ark version. So that's industrial. How about that? Industrial grinder. Thought there was an automated Ark version. Well, let's look at AA here. That's going to be, they might call it something slightly different. There it is, AA grinder. Just grinder, no industrial part. And we would craft that in here. Let's see what it's going to cost to do that. Guessing it's going to be kind of expensive. 300 polymer, 1500 metal ingots, 400 cementing paste. I think we might have that, except the crystal. 500 crystals, quite a lot. We do have 500 crystal though. We have 593. That's going to take up all our crystal. So I think we should probably go get some more right away. Let's see if we got a pick. Yeah, we got our good pick here. So we're going to switch this out. We'll take our wyvern and we'll take a quick trip up into the mountains to grab some crystal. And probably eat up, if we find them, we're going to take out some ice wyverns, and then we'll be able to probably get a dragon horde after that, which would be fun. And then we'll have something to grind up too. And probably once we get that thing going, some of those resources like crystal and stuff might be easier to get by grinding up materials. So, because we do get, sometimes we get tech stuff in the dragon hordes. They're kind of overpowered. We did, last live stream, we did getting dragon hordes on the, I get nervous around here. Dragon hordes on the island map with the swamp cave, and that was really, ooh, this is not great. I mean, it is kind of great. Looking to see if there's any high level ones in here. Nope. Let's just see if we can munch our way through, or blast our way through. Should be okay. That is a lot of wyverns though. One's down, two's down. We got our 30,000 XP. And that was Pretty uneventful. We're a little frozen yet. Let's grab this egg. So hopefully we'll get respawns. And there's some blue gems. That'll give us some blue gems and some crystal as well. So grab that guy. Okay. Let's eat this egg because we don't need it. Alright. Let's equip our dude. And then let's see. What is that R? And there we go. Alright, so that should give us our dragon horde. Right, there it is. How far away is it? Oh, it's not that far. Alright, let's grab this crystal. And then we'll go grab the horde. Okay, munch. Got this guy and this guy. That is getting us pretty overweight here. Let's grab this. Okay, and we finally got a point. We're going to put that into melee and drop this stone. That's still really making us pretty overweight. We might have to drop some of these blue crystals. A stack of those. Alright, let's get the horde. There it is. And that's where there's actually kind of a mother load of crystal. What is this down here? Is this just regular crystal that happens to be yellow? Yeah. So I think actually before we get the dragon horde, we're going to go drop this crystal off because it is very heavy. Alright, we're going to grab as much as we can here. I'm encumbered. Well, hopefully we can get away with just dropping this stone and keeping the crystal. I'd like to keep the blue gems if I can. That would be handy. Hey, good morning, man behind the beard. How are you doing today? No, we're going to have to drop. Come on. How can that not be enough? I mean, it is a lot of crystal. I don't want to drop all this crystal. Anything else I can drop? Probably don't need this. Maybe if I put it in its inventory, I don't think that's going to give me anything better. Okay, this seems a little off, but maybe not. I don't know. There we go. That was a lot of wasted crystal. Oh well. Whoa. Were those guys there before? And how's my... We'll come kill those guys on the way to... but what are they? What levels are they? 55 and a 20? Okay. On the way to the dragon horde, we'll go get those guys. So Beard, we're just trying to get enough resources to make a automated Ark grinder so we can grind up some of these goodies from the dragon hordes. I'm not really planning on getting them specifically today, but if we happen to be getting enough XP just going out about our business, we might as well get them. But I would like to go back to the island and farm them, but not on the stream today. But that was very successful last time. I think we got, 11 hordes trying to do the island swamp cave. It's like 11 and a half or something like that. Totally worth building the grinder over it. Till they nerf them. I wonder if they're going to nerf them. I've been a little distant from some of the Ark community, but I wonder what the PvP people say about it. Because I would imagine they probably have, like those mega tribes, probably have half of their people just doing dragon hordes all day long. Because that's probably I'm guessing it's probably one of the most efficient ways to gather resources now. Well, let's just do a sort here. Everything will end up where it needs to go. Manual sort. All right. I think we should have enough resources Well, we just wanted to cover ourselves so we didn't run completely out of crystal after we craft this thing. So pull resources for that. There we go. There's one. We stretched Swamp Cave to 15 hordes yesterday. It was nice. Yeah, I could totally see being able to do that. Where do we want to put this thing? That's a good question. I think we'll tuck it in back here. I think that'll be fine. If I can. Here, I'll set it down here, see if that worked. Not really. Let's move this bird. It'd be easier to do if we move the bird. Should have brought the bird to grab the crystal, but he's so slow. Alright, let's pick this bad boy back up. And let's try placing it again. Alright, we're going to do Q. Place it right in the wall. That looks good enough for me. Good enough for my business. And do we have anything to grind just for funsies? I said funsies, I apologize. Well, we certainly don't need all that. There's a bunch of stuff in here that I was going to grind. I'll grab this guy. It's low level stuff. We certainly don't need that. A couple of these guys, that saddle, that guy. Not going to give us... I don't know where this fungal wood came from. One of the... There's some mysterious things that are showing up in my inventories. These guys, these elevator platforms, are really good to grind. That guy, that guy. There's my popsicle sticks. We got to get more of those dudes. I could probably grind... Oops, I grabbed something I didn't want. Maybe. Oh, it looks okay. There we are. Grab all this stuff. I think I have a grinder. I can grind my grinder. For some reason you can't grind, what is it? Torches. Torches aren't grindable for whatever reason. You think you get more from placing elevators and then demolishing them? Yeah, maybe you do. I never tried it one way or another. I think this is a pretty good... I'm not going to need all these oil pumps. Anything else that I got in here to just grind up real quick? Yeah, here's the grinder. We got an industrial grinder and a regular one, a vanilla one, and a drop. Anyway, I think that's probably a pretty good start. I'm going to transfer this stuff, and then we're going to double check our inventory in the grinder to make sure I'm not grinding anything really awesome by accident. I don't think I will, but you never know. Let's see. Grinder. I'm just going to go ahead and grind the elevator platforms, though. I might test that out sometime. I do believe you, Beard, but I just would like to see what the... what you actually get. Okay, everything that can be ground is in there. Let's see. Make sure I'm not grinding any dino balls with dinos in them. I don't even know if that's possible, but it's good to check. Alright, grind all. Let's see what we end up with. A lot of polymer. A lot of crystal. Great. So, that was worth crafting. So that paid for itself in the first one. Now we're going to go get that dragon horde, and then also we're going to blast in a roundabout way. We'll go ahead and kill off these low-level ice wyverns too. Alright. I want to grind some tech stuff, but I don't have much here on Ragnarok yet. I got the tech railgun, which I don't know if I've ever used one, so I want to at least use it a couple of times before I grind it, see that I don't need it or whatever. I'm guessing it's a weapon that I'll probably never use, but it might be okay. Right, yeah, here was these were low-level dudes. This is a real good way to get XP. Right now we're at 200. Now we're at 2,800. Okay, was there a nest here? We want to get rid of that egg before we move on. Doesn't look like there was an egg. All right, to the horde. Curious to see what we'll get. Plenty of crystal down there too. There's one really good crystal spot, but that's... I don't remember there being that much crystal here in the vanilla version. Like these little clusters of it. Maybe it was. Might get some XP down here too. Apparently there's a fair amount of alpha creatures that spawn down this way. And we can check out Pico's place over here. That's looking pretty good. Ah, nice little hidey hole spot. Ooh, I like that. It's nice. Alright, horde is 500 some meters. Where did it go? Did I run out of stamp? I sure did. Alright, get rid of the Spino and stuff. Probably could use a Spino sail. I don't think I've collected any of those yet. Okay, there's the horde. Is it on the other side of this mountain? It's down that way. Hopefully it's not in the mountain. Alright, that's stamina all up here. Down this way. Is it right there? There it is. How's it down there? Is it in the ground? Uh-oh. Oh no. I guess it was, it seems like it was probably down in the ground. There we go. Got some riot gear. That'll give us some good poly, I think. What did we end up with here? So we got an 854 gauntlets, 385 riot leggings. Got a good sickle. Got a bunch of, wow, 27 mind wipe tonic. That'll be handy. And we got some ammo for the turrets and stuff, so that's also very handy. Yep, not disappointed in that at all. You always want to get those tech items, of course, but I'm real happy with all that stuff because it is actually stuff I could use. Pico, morning frog. We just flew over your base. Looking beautiful over there. I like it. I like your little nook and crannies that you got here. That's cool. Yeah, I like it. Well done. All right. Pixie, good morning to you. I have a million things to do here on Ragnarok, and I'm not sure where to start. I think I just turned myself around. No, I didn't. All right, let's fly a little lower. Maybe we'll run into an alpha creature. So what is this pile of stuff down here? It's a huge pile of stuff. Let's munch it all. It's a stego party, packies, trikes, microraptors, everything. Level 22, that seems wrong. Bugs. We're gonna munch it all. It's all going. Well, got rid of that stuff. All right. Now did I turn myself around? Nope. Still headed the right direction. Yeah, trying to figure out what to do next. We just built a industrial grinder for these dragon hordes, so that was a worthwhile endeavor. Paid for itself already. And then now, what's next? Griffins? No, we've got some. Want to raise up some of the creatures that we have. We've got some bison that we have to raise. Try to get some decent stats. Basically just some starter creatures and see how that goes with the bison. And then we've got some other things to raise as well. I've got the tribe tower that I've got to figure out where I want to put that thing, because it is kind of big and kind of weird looking. I'm wondering if I put it on one of these towers, or actually right there or there might be kind of nice. Let's go do that. I can't believe we need foundations to snap it to, but we should have some of those. But before we do that, let's go look. I don't know if any of you guys experienced, but it seems like my automated Ark terminal sort of reset itself. Is anybody in here? No. And so it started pulling from everything. So there's a lot of sorting that I have to do yet. All right. So we should have a bunch of baby bison. Let's just sort by bison. That would make more sense. Okay. And hopefully it's sorting by levels. No, it's not. So 216 is the best I've seen so far. Keep doing this. Okay, so whoa, wait, who's this guy? Baby bison 226. That's a lot different. No mutations on this guy or this lady. That is a female. So, do we have any other 226s? We do. Hopefully it's a male. It is another female. That's okay. How about a 228? Give me a 228. How about 224? No. Let's look for. So 216. Got a whole pile of those guys. Let's get got a couple of males here. And then let's look for a 218, see if there's somebody with a mutation in there. Yeah, this one's got a stamina mutation. So we might as well just grab this guy. Just for fun. Well, actually, that's probably a bad idea at this point. Probably just want straight up bison without carrying any mutations. All right, so let's see. What do we have here? A 202 and a 217. We must have. Did we add points into this? No. Interesting. That's some pretty colors. All right, so we're gonna let's see. Let's just put these guys away for now. We'll figure this out a little later. All right, we do have 226. There we go. Put that one down. Oops. Forgot what I was doing here. They're not in dino balls. They're in these cryos, which are a little bit different. There we go. I don't know how much food they're going to require as babies. Probably not much at all. But let's just give them a stack of food each, and then we should have some imprinting kibble. Right? Yeah, we brought a bunch of imprinting kibble over, so that will make them grow up much faster, and they should be breeding probably pretty soon. Let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. No. Okay, do this. I'll figure it out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And let's see. That should be 4 as well. And then all right, so we're going to have some bison going. So what do we have, by the way, for points? So we got 41 health, 39 stamina on this one, and 26 weight. That's not very good. 41 melee. So we could probably do with finding some better weight. We might have that already. I really don't know where I am with my stats, but everybody should be all right. So that feels pretty good. Let's get this mind wipe tonic that we just got from our dragon horde and do that. I think we're just going to go ahead and grind that stuff. See what we get with that. Yeah, a whole ton of polymer, lots of silica pearls. Nice. Yeah, that's for sure, Pixie. The dragon hordes are ridiculously good. I'm liking them so far. I might make the game slightly boring, but all right. So there we go. At some point, but right now, not so much. Put that in there. Got a bunch of blueprints to throw out. That's a good problem to have sometimes. All right, so these guys are still babies. I think they're going to be just fine food-wise. That one grew up to a juvenile already. I wish there were better colors, but we can fix that later. Seems to be awful dark tonight. Thinks it rounds out end game. You're probably right, Beard, because early game, I don't know. There, get rid of that. We don't need that. Okay, so we're gonna put, I think we're gonna put these bison in here so I don't grab those guys again. Put that on the ground. All right, so I'm gonna let things chill over here. I think we're gonna go. We're gonna run over to the island and grab our megalodons, or breeds megalodons, or something with megalodons. Let's go there. Decide what we're gonna do. We might have some extras. Oh yeah. All right, we got to drop off our element. I think that is the issue as usual. And then let's just leave you here for now. Early game maybe a bit OP, but end game I think it's great. Yeah, early game you probably can't afford a grinder or have the well, like early game though, it must be a little bit frustrating because I think you could be getting all those tech things, but then you couldn't use them because you haven't done you haven't done the different bosses and stuff to actually unlock it. And you can't afford a grinder, and you don't have high enough level to deal with one anyway. Oh, there's a lot of shooting going on out here. I'm guessing it's the Kairuku. That's so funny. Look at that. That's hilarious. All right. So let's see what I got for megalodons. Hopefully I can get access here. We could bring a Bazzy too. That would be a good idea. That's the breeder mess. All right, so these are our usable ones. So we want to, let's see. Do we have things without megalodons without saddles? Let's grab all the megalodons we have without saddles. So that's 2 males. And then maybe we should breed some megalodons. Yeah, let's do that. Let's breed ourselves a whole series of them for Ragnarok. We'll start out with a whole brand new horde here. We'll return these guys. And then let's see which one do we want to be Papa. He's got an unnamed Megalodon. My guy. My guy seems to be the one that would make the most sense. We do have one with a weight mutation, but it's only 2 points. We'll start with my guy. My guy will be daddy over here. It's chaos. Let's do Gamma up here a little bit at least. Okay. Alright, let's do we'll start with my guy. There we go. Hopefully this will be within range. There he is. And then, yeah. Can't fit. There we go. We'll have to see what the time is here. I also have to... Well, apparently you can throw griffins out underwater. That's new. And I'm also starving here. Not starving, but running out of oxygen. Okay, let's keep these guys rolling. Get some more O2. The saddles, consumables, etc. would be a big benefit for sure. I mean, it's not... That guy didn't have a saddle for some reason. Let's see if I think that's it. Okay, so let's do enable mating. And then what else do I need to do here? Transfer. Everybody mating? Looks like it. Looks like we're doing all right. Okay. So we're going to need saddles, though, for all these megalodons. All these megalodon babies that we anticipate to get. And then we also are going to need probably food. Yep, definitely food. Let's dump this stuff out. I don't think anybody eats... No, they're fighting. Hopefully they're going to... Hopefully they're going to rearrange themselves in a spot where they can continue mating. But we'll check on them in a minute. Let's zip over to our main base here. And pick up the food and stuff that we need for those guys. I do want to take my Megalodon army out on Ragnarok. We've got a score to settle against Megalodon, other wild Megalodons and stuff. Okay, this is taking a bit to load in. There's so much stuff going on here, I don't even know what's happening anymore. I think I need to take about 6 hours and just sort through these different maps. I have way too much going on here. Those Megalodons are going to eat a lot. I'm going to need some more imprinting kibble at some point. We've got tons of it. And we're going to need saddles. Let's see if I have some saddles here. Megalodons here. What's our best saddle? 150 at 236. That's pretty amazing. So let's feed these guys, and then definitely want to make sure everybody's got food over there. Grab a little more. What the heck? We got tons of it. We'll check on everybody. Make sure that they actually mated. And that they're gestating. And then we can check, see how long the gestation's going to take. Okay, they're still going. Keep going, guys. What do we have in here? We might not have... Oh, our froggos are... These eggs are expiring. All right, we'll hatch those out in a sec. Do that. There. Everybody's got food now. And we have 246 guys here. But we gotta start hatching these guys out so they don't expire. All right, what did we end up? We got 186 left. Wow, we're gonna need more dino balls. So we'll have to go grab those. Make sure everybody got taken up. They did. Can we craft them here? We just need crystal. Do we have any crystal? No. Okay. So we'll have to go back. Looks like the mating's complete, kind of. Everybody. Oh, man. Dumb megalodons. Alright, this is probably going to be the easiest thing to do. For whatever reason, when megalodons get in a fight, sometimes they just scatter everywhere. Let's go check. Okay, you're gestating. Let's get you in order here, so that hopefully your babies will get taken up. I don't know what all that noise is, but it's awful. Alright, we're just going to head back. Actually, what? Are they trying to eat something? Is that the problem? There's a whole lot of shooting going on. There's a whole lot of chaos here on the island for some reason. It's throwing me off. Okay. Can I just go? Can I craft dino balls from here? I'll craft a couple hundred of those, get those going. And then I wanted to grab a stack of elements so I can swim around a little easier. And also, if I have a tech helmet, that would be very handy. Then I wouldn't have to worry about starving to death here. There, I got 10 of those guys. That's good. That's still crafting. Let that go. Do we have a tech helmet? We have regular helmets. Seems like we should have a tech helmet somewhere. Maybe we don't. And this should all be skins and whatnot. Oh well. We can get away with this. All right, I gotta throw these guys back out too, but let's go grab these. Well, I made no. No, shoot. Oh, I didn't realize it was making. I thought it was going to make 100. Not. Oh my gosh. Well, I have thousands of dino balls now, so we're definitely going to not run out probably ever. I'll have to remember to bring a stack of them back to Ragnarok. Jeez. Oops. So, there you go. Alright, back to frog hatching. This is what always happens in Ark. I come up with a plan to redo the Ragnarok base, and then I get distracted by something else. Yeah, Mac Attack, I am good on dino balls now for until the end of time, it looks like. Which in Ark can be quite a while. Okay, good. It's picking up those guys. Then we got to sort through them. All right, let's get... All right, this is much faster. Let's get everybody back in organized rather. So I got 20 minutes on hatching or these babies. Water pen Argent. There's our megalodon. I think we're probably going to have to cryopod you, but we're through all those balls in here, so that's an issue. Receiving remote inventory. Yeah, this is getting a little crazy. Where's the dino balls? There we go. give me a stack of those guys. Because this dude, there we are, got himself in kind of a weird spot here. There we go. What about you? Can I get access to you? Yeah, you're not a problem. You're not causing trouble. All right, these guys got to be put on passive. There we go, and I got to transfer that. There we go. All right, everybody's over here. I need oxygen. Now we can start throwing these guys out again. That's perfect. Beautiful. And they should actually be getting picked up by the Dino Depot thing, so. Once everybody's done hatching, that's the Griffin. There we go. Come on. There's one. Is that it? Okay, that should be everybody. Good deal. Oh, they're still breeding. Oh well. That guy's out of the water almost. So we never finished breeding because of all the chaos. There, get that guy over there. Let's get you down below. Come on, get in there. I think you'll be all right there. Okay, cool. And no, I don't want those in there. All right, let's see about the frog situation. I'm underwater. Let's get up here. There. Now let's see about the frog situation. How many do we have to hatch out here? Quite a few yet. So let's continue to do that. And we're going to fill up this whole thing here. Some of these, of course, are not ready to hatch, but... Uh-oh. Did I just dump the dino balls? I think I just did. Okay, so these all have... That one doesn't. Just moved. Just trying to see who is ready to hatch. Thought I saw one more in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so I think that's everybody. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, let's grab. And what was the last guy here? Whoa. So the last guy was a 258. I need to do this. It had 14 mutations into weight, so we're going to look for a 260, maybe a 262. We'll get lucky and have a double mutation. There are so many frogs in here that is a possibility. So let's try with that first. 262. All right, we do have some double mutations in here. That was 2 mutations into melee. We don't need that. Another 2 mutations into melee. Another 2 mutations into melee. I wonder if there's something screwed up. About a 264? No 264s or 266s, I imagine. Right. Okay. 262 is the thing that we're looking for. Yeah, so we're going to go for 260, I guess, which there'd probably be a billion of those. But we got to find the right one. So we're looking for 16 points worth of mutations. There it is. Out of all those, we got 1. So that's good. I might keep one of the 262s anyway, but I'm not going to hatch it out. So we'll do that just for later. I can't remember where I am with everything. All right, and then we're just going to eliminate all these guys. But we got to take our Oviraptor out first. Grab him. And then we're going to kill all. There we go. Let's see where we're at. Looks good. And I'll take those 59 for the road. Perfect. Kennedy's on here. Yeah, I got plenty forever. Dino balls for days and months and years. Morning, Kennedy. Oh, man. Whoa, come on. All right. So that is a good thing. We're going to dump this guy in here. We can probably actually destroy all the eggs that are in there. We're going to raise up ourselves a new male froggo and keep that going on. There's our 260. There he is in all his glory. And we're just going to go for 8 here. There we go. And then we're going to copy the settings to that dude. Boom. All right. What are you doing down there, Cave Runner? How did you get out of there? Are you gestating? You are gestating. That's good. Go in there. There we are. Get you in place. There. I'm coming. If I can get out of here. There we go. All right. How are we doing over here? Active for 26 days. That doesn't even seem possible, but I guess that's true. XP bonus is 20%. Taming speed bonus 20%. Boss element bonus is at 0%. For some reason we got kicked out of our tribe or something, and we lost our tribe tower, so we had to start over. But there we go. Munch this guy up. What do you got in here? Alright, do this. Boom. And we need to make some shark saddles. So that'll be the next thing. How many do we want to make? We might as well do 9. Why are you so out of the water? That's my guy. Let's put him down here. There. And then we got to make sure everybody's on passive again here. Where is that? Okay, passive. All right. I'm still starving to death, so let's eat some food, buddy. All right. Do this. Meat. Drop that off. We're going to need a bunch more, actually, with all the babies that we're going to be having. So let's do that. Grab some more meat and craft up those saddles. Hopefully we've got plenty of materials for it. I would assume we would. Ooh, we got another dread mutation. All right. Is this the dump? This is the dump. All right, let's dump all those guys in there. This heavy gear. There we go. We're going to do mind wipe. Hopefully we have those on tap. Yep, got a couple mind wipes. And then we're going to grab that saddle blueprint. Oops, Mega Don. And we have a 236 is the best one. Alright, do that. Whoa, cancel. So we can use our little reset button here so we don't have to relearn all the Ingrams. You've not saved any. Yeah, save Ingrams. Right, so that should have worked. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, let's just give it a second here. All right, put that in there. let's go take a look at our inventory. Well, actually, I think it should tell us, right? Because we have all this stuff in dedicated storage. So we got 2 million fiber. Is that 2 million or 20 million fiber? That's a lot of fiber. It's 2 million. 2 million fiber, 5 million cementing paste, 8 million hide. Or is it 800,000? 838,000 hide. And then what does this take to craft? How much hide? This takes 23,000 hide, so we should be able to make, we want to make 9 saddles. This is still figuring itself out. I don't know why I did what I did, but so I guess, well, I can't, no, I still have the weight. So we'll let that figure itself out. We'll grab the food. So much stuff happening. All right. It's almost done checking for engrams. Because it'll save a nice little bit of time if it actually saves my engrams. There we go. So, meat, go that way. There. So, yeah. Said I'm going to do all this stuff on Ragnarok. Here I am on the island. Doing this stuff. Why am I all beat up? Probably because I was running myself out of food, right? What's in here? Nothing. Yeah, like I said, I gotta spend like just a full day organizing my stuff and figure out where I am in this game. Kinda silly. Alright. Alright, let me just save this one more time. Save engrams. Don't load them this time. Mind wipe. Before we go ahead and make all the different things. Okay, so 153 points into crafting skill. We should get some really good saddles. Yeah, it's my island base. I decided I had to bring some of my megalodons over. And then I was like, I should just breed a whole new set of megalodons. So that's what I decided to do. Then I decided I needed a whole set of... I needed a whole set of saddles, and I needed to sort through all my frog babies because they were clogging everything up. So there we go. And then we're going to craft 9 saddles, not 10. Boom. Let's see what we end up with. Let's see what the first one is. We still have some cake and stuff left over. Oh, I should have... Oh, well, too late. Not a big deal, actually. All right, the first one we got is 313. So we'll let those roll. I'm going to... I don't know if... Oh, cancel. There we go. Be a little faster this way. Before I leave, I accidentally... I decided to craft 100... dino balls, but I forgot that they crafted in more than like 40 at a time or whatever. I can't remember what the actual number is. Oh, that's, yeah, because I'm too heavy now because I don't have any weight. We'll just wait for these to craft jobs. Ooh, we ended up with a 352. Well, that's pretty good. Another 352. That must be the max, huh? 352.7. Otherwise, it would be pretty weird that I got that number a couple of times. All right, 2 more to roll, and then I can take my mind wipe. The frogs I get, but what do you plan to do with the sharks? The sharks, I just want to cruise around. I love my sharks. We go way back. Okay. So let's do that, and I forget what I do. Let's go. I should have written it down. Let's do 400 health. I can always take another mind wipe, right? That was too much. Bunch of stamina. Food, oxygen we don't need. We do want some fortitude. I'm going to do that. 30 is probably, we'll go 40. Like I said, we can always change this. Always do a little bit of melee, but not much. And then the rest should be in weight. Yeah, pretty clean. No mutation tusos for you. I should probably get a male and female from you, Kennedy, because I got my last one killed somehow by a huge swarm of megalodons. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, let's learn these. Now let's relearn these engrams. Hopefully this works. Restore engrams. Should be working. Now I should be able to grab a stack of these guys. Take those over to Ragnarok. Oop, walking into stuff. They're in your drop box? Okay. On Ragnarok, I assume? Or are they on the island? Or are they on the center? It could be anywhere these days. Nothing on the maps can kill these. I just like running the groups of sharks. I'm kind of a... Alright, so the first batches of sharks should be ready in just a little bit here, so that's good. I do need to put my armor back on so I don't freeze to death and all that good stuff. Get killed by the first fly that comes by since my health is so low. They're on reg? Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, my armor. I put everything in here. So I want this guy back. A little bit of that. Give me all my tech stuff. Don't really need the rifle though. Do want that back. My shotgun ammo back. One trait, one trait. Should transfer those traits. Seems like I had more stuff. Oh, I had these guys. Let's put that on here. Let's see. Okay. Put these in here. Let's repair these guys. So they'll be ready for next time. And then I want tech. Give me a tech helmet here. I know we got better blueprints over on Extinction, but I just need one of those. What are we low on? Black pearls? That might actually be a thing. We might not have enough black pearls on this map. Maybe that's why we haven't made any. Where's our black pearls? Yeah, we have 0 black pearls. Oh well. We'll have to transfer some over. I think on Ragnarok they're going to be easy to get. So we'll transfer over some someday. And we'll just be without a tech helmet for a little bit. But I think we're in good shape to go back and check on those other guys. Right? I might as well bring over some more meat. If it'll transfer. Come on, you can do it. There we go, just a little bit of a delay. Well, I do too sometimes. I miss the stats you have on them. Could I get a short glimpse? Sure. And you got a helmet I could use? Yeah, I would take a helmet. I don't know why I don't have any. But I don't. I must have misplaced it or lost it somehow. Okay. So my sharks are right here. What are we at with my sharks? We got 60 health, 46 stamina, 42 weight, 55 melee, and that's all that really matters. So really, really good health, pretty good melee, no complaints there. Stamina could be better, weight could be better, but I'm happy with these guys. I kind of get sentimental and attached to my creatures. I've had basically these same stats for ever. All right, we got a couple babies to hatch out then. Let's do that. Well, they're not really hatched, but you know what I mean. All right, let's get this guy here. Doop. And this guy here. There we go. We'll stack up. Well, we're going to do this first. Then we'll do that. Where's the other one? All right, I'll get some oxygen. You win. Gave me a 62 melee on the center. I must have never added it into my group. I think that must have been the issue. I forgot where I stood with these guys anyway. I think I had meant to put that in there, but I never got around to it. Yeah. These guys are pretty tough, but another, what, 7 points into melee? That would be also handy. I'll get around to it eventually. I've got too much stuff to do. Okay. So, all right. We got 2 guys underway here. And a bunch more frogs. I'm pretty sure we can just eliminate all these frogs. Yeah, these are all old frogs now. Oh, shoot. I just dumped my guy here. There, we picked him up. Put him back in there. I've got so much hatching to do at the other island base, but we are not going to do that right now. I hate that. Alright, Oviraptor back, and we're not even going to look at them. We're just going to kill all here. Alright, 35. Where did my... I don't think I have a vacuum here. Oh, I guess I do have a vacuum. I'll take that. Full of dino balls. I might have the... I don't know if I could sort through this one. Oh, I've got them in the gift box. I should have checked that. Right? Here, let me dump this off, and then I'll go check Kennedy and see if I have them. I have different creatures that I've been gifted in a separate box. So I'll put that in there. And where am I going? Okay, we'll go back. I'm pretty sure I have. I certainly shouldn't have thrown it away, and I wouldn't have done that. That would be more than rude. Okay, I have a... As soon as it loads in here. Is this my gift one? Donations. Do I have the Megalodon? I must be on the center, or it might be in a regular cryopod. What's this guy? Boss ready. Back up. Cryo fridge. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I'll have to go look on the center eventually for it. This game is getting away from me. It feels like it's getting away from me. All the different maps, all the different creatures, all the different breeding programs. There's so much going on. I really want to get these frogs settled. There we go. What 2 souls were those? Oh, I'm moving around too fast. Those were ones you gave me for sure. Let's see. Those were probably pretty old versions of yours from months ago, I'm guessing. Here. There we go. Tusos. Yeah, here we go. Gift for frog, and here's an old one. Just kind of checking. Yeah, this one's got 6 mutations into melee, and this one had 2 points into health. Yeah, this one only had 47 total melee. Yeah, so these must be pretty old. I think. All right, so where am I at? I think we're in good shape here. I have to. I don't know if I gave the one baby megalodon imprinting kibble or not. We'll check on that, but we probably have more megalodons unless I accidentally just killed them. That would be bad. That would be very bad. Okay, we got some gestation going on. Okay, they're pretty big, so they got imprinting kibble. You got 9 minutes left. You got a minute. So let's make sure. Okay, you're done. So we should have 2 that are done. And we're going to put those guys away right away. How's this? Oh, I see. Gestation. Are you gestating? You're my guy. You can't gestate. Not under my roof. Let's see. Should be 1, right? Oh, well. All right, I get it. I'm starving to death. Or it's running out of oxygen. This character is so needy with the food and the water and the oxygen. Okay. These are the ready to roll ones. I'm just seeing if somehow that one that you gave me is in the mix here somewhere. What was it looking for? 65. I got 62 melee. I didn't realize that. I wonder if that's the one you gave me way back when. I betcha. I bet you if I look at it, let's grab this guy and put that female back. And if I just put the wrong one in, I might have tried breeding him in, but I just wasn't thinking here. Show ancestors. Perfect 150. That seems like something I would have written down. Cave Runner 4. Megalodon. I don't know. I don't know what they would have been called. They were 60 health, 62 melee. Okay, so I had the 60 health. I think I may have given that one to you for the 60 health. And this guy's got 62 melee. Okay, so I did have some of yours put in the system. I just picked the wrong male when I did my breeding just now. That sucks, but oh well. They'll be okay. I'm not going to redo it. I might redo it later, but I don't have time for that at the moment. Okay, let's put this one guy away. Sometimes I'm doing stuff in a hurry. Is this counter just the breeding timer? Must be. I never noticed that before. Falling over. Okay, so we got a whole line of babies here that we can do. You combine them and give it back to me. I see. That guy's over there. He can maybe be over there. All right. Okay. I gotta watch my health. I can't run out of oxygen very much more. By the way, griffins you can throw underwater. That one might have a problem. plenty of food and stuff in here. I gotta do this. Keep him out of the way. What is all that noise? Why are we dying over here? Who's causing problems? Manta's trying to kill everybody. Lovely. Alright. Why does this have to be so hard? I'm just trying to do some simple stuff here. Alright, you're back in there. Okay, you go back there. And I had some babies. Are they upset? No, they didn't get upset. So let's see if we can do this again. Somebody just teleported over here. Is that you, Kennedy? Alright. Kennedy probably came to laugh at me. Okay, we got a mutation there. Okay, so these have 62 melee. Okay. So apparently some of my females that I had... We're done now? Okay. Some of the females that I had were proper. Why am I dying? What is happening? Hey Kennedy, what's up? That didn't work. Why did not my salute work? Wave is not working. Well, it's not showing up anyway. What is... I need some health. Probably not that much. What's up? Box. I don't think I have a box. Is this unlocked? Put that on and quit dying. Did you dump it on the ground? Because I have a guy here. If you can just throw it on the ground, it'll... Oh, you put it in the smithy. Okay. Ah, thank you for the helmet. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to do too much. Where is my frickin'... Okay, I only got 25 here. Somehow I lost my stuff. My imprinting kibble. And I need some food for these megalodons before they starve to death. Okay. And now they've moved around. Okay. Do I not have... Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4... Food. There you go. More food. You should be fine. You won't be a baby for much longer. There's one way the heck over there. I don't know what just happened with that guy. Oh my gosh. What the heck is going on around here? How did they get out? And you dropped a baby off over there. That guy almost died. I gotta claim this guy. Now all my imprinting kibble's gone. That's why it's gone, because it's in one of these guys. Okay, I can't pick you up. There we are. What's that? Fast travel ended up over here somehow. Must have been a fight. What happened? Must have hit the water. All right, let's get this guy back to the world. Wow, this is kind of just complete chaos here. All right, let's get you. I think everything has had its baby, and we're not going to do another set here. And my guy. Is that it for adults? I think that is it. All right, let's get these adults. Let's get these adults. Come on. Get these adults put back to where they're going to go. All right, this is there. So we can probably just put cave. All right, caves that can go in there. Anybody with a saddle can go in there. And then these should all be babies. Okay, there's food. Put all this meat in here. Except I actually want some of it back. And I only have enough imprinting kibble for 4 babies, so let's zip back and grab that. Not sure where it all went, but... Whew. Yeah, so I did breed your stuff back in, but not completely, because some of those guys were pretty old. My guys running around, cave runners and stuff like that are predate those traits, so, or mutations or whatever. Right, now I got plenty of that. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. I just got to get these set up so that they can grow. Then once they do that, get set up to grow, we can head back to the thing. Okay. Except these guys keep, they keep getting scared. And you are a new one, right? You are a new one. Okay. Can we... Can we stop? Apparently this place is too dangerous to raise babies. Alright, let's get you... That was too much, but fine. Let's get you some stuff there. Alright, I don't know how many babies are around anymore. There's one just freaking taken off. I don't know how many we lost. This is freaking nuts. Okay. Alright, you stupid babies. Okay, you're an adolescent. There's a baby. We'll just do one at a time here so we don't lose them all over the place. There we go. That's plenty. Lucky dog. I don't know how lucky I am today with this breeding program. Okay. I think that's right. All right. These guys going. I should have probably had these guys, whoa, raised up already. There we are. A little bit of food for you. We're getting there. We're getting there. Just some awkward Ark stuff going on. I have to check the food. These megalodons are going to eat a lot. All right. One last one. All right. What did I miss from Mr. Kennedy? Oh, about the 62s. All right. Where are you? There we go. Perfect. The 60 health I got was from raptor claws. The very first raptor claws situation. Alright, so you should be fine now. I shouldn't have to worry about doing weird stuff with you. Let's go check the food. Food's good, except I have to eat. All this crazy running around. Alright, so I think we're good. We can probably go back to Ragnarok now. After all that. And then we can come back another time for... do a little dance there. Come back another time for the actual megalodons. Probably I'll just do that later on today, but we will take these saddles with us. And then I'm going to try to think of anything else that I might want to bring over to Ragnarok. We'll put away our thing, our saddle. But between the pretty good stats and whatnot, we should... pretty good stats and some great saddles and all the buffs, all the boosts that we get from being in a big school of sharks. We should have some pretty kick butt sharks. So we're not doing that again. We are heading out of this map and back to Ragnarok. Whew. After all that time, we'll just quick check these troughs over here. Make sure everybody's got food. They got meat. They got berries. Let's head out. What is it? Oh, somebody's on the center. It must be, I'm guessing it's Kennedy. All right. There we go. So yeah, if you want to join the cluster, there's information on how to do so down in the description. So we have all the maps. We've got some mods for quality of life stuff, and there's a link in the description that has I'll take you to a blog post that has all the stats as far as the settings that we have on this server and the mods and how to join. Okay, I just downloaded myself somewhere in the middle of the beach, but that's okay. Or no, maybe not. Oh well. That's okay, because we got our griffin. But it might we might be too heavy for this with all these saddles. We'll find out in a second. I'm pretty sure we're going to be too heavy. Nope. Actually, we can just go to this teleporter. Save ourselves some time. It is nice having all these teleporters all over. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Land, please. Yeah, there we go. I should have closed the doors on my other place. Hey, our bison are alive and well. They probably ate all the berries, I'm imagining. Pretty much. Very close anyway. Let's top those off. I love when you just rubber band like that when you spawn into a different map sometimes. It seems like just about every time that happens to me. And it's like, yep, come on, let's go. Alright, put those guys over there. Put the imprint and kibble in here. That'll be handy. And the other thing was to get rid of most of these dino balls. There we are. Alright, bison. Let's see what we ended up with. Well, we know what we ended up with. I just wanted to get these guys to enable mating right away. There we go. So, are they mating yet? We should have... Or they already did that. Okay. Wait, what? Did I disable me? What's happening? So, ready to mate in 2 hours. Ready to mate in 2 hours. You must have made it already. Did you have a... You have babies? Let's see here. Well, I do have this handy whip. Okay, I don't have any babies in here. I'm not sure what happened. Did they get picked up by the terminal? Nope. Those are the adults from before. Getting back into your tech pod for a second will stop the rubber banding. Oh, I didn't know that. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's pick up our Drakeling. How are we doing? We got 5,000 XP. I think what I want to do is I need a little break from just running around doing random stuff. Did we ever bring a car over? We did. Alright, let's take this car. And let's go back to Blue Ob, and then we're going to go try to see if we can get some more popsicles. I think that might be kind of handy. Because there's some skins I still want to get. So, Blue Ob's over here. There we are. Oh, Kenny's got to run 2 so and a pair of breeding donkeys in the box next to my ATP. Okay. All right, we'll get those in a bit. But first... Go munch some stuff. Alright, put this guy on. So our spyglass is activated, and we're going to go that way. How much charged up do we have? Oh, 8. Okay. Hopefully we run into some guys here. Oh, it looks like we got some levels to add into this car too, which I've apparently never named. How much? Just 1 though. Let's do melee, of course. Let's give you a name. You need a name. Where is sorry, options. Change name. Reg runner. There we are. Level 300. Alright, we should run across. There's one. Oh, wait, there's another one. Kind of figured there'd be a bunch in this general area. There's one. Probably gonna end up throwing a lot of polymer away, but I don't think it's gonna be as bad as I think. There's some more up that way. Just make sure I don't... Oh, there's one. Another one. Yeah, this is going pretty quick. We're going to try killing everything so we get more of them to spawn back. And hopefully we can just kind of do a big loop here through this old area that used to be my base. It's my base for like 6 years or something. On Ark Survival Evolved. Yeah, come on, Pego. Come after this car. See how that works out for you. Not only ignoring, they're stupid. They increase spawning by a ton. If you go to the ice cave teleporter and the lake, they're usually full. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I may try that if this kind of gets exhausted. But this is pretty fruitful so far. It's better than flying around with the wyvern anyway. Alright. This guy is all charged up. Ready to go. Speaking of which, though, you also want to munch stuff for the Dragon Horde situation. The level 90 Rex. Goes another one. Doing pretty good. Yeah, they increased the spawns and also the number of popsicles that you get from. I could probably, if I have the weight, I'm gonna keep the hide because I don't have that much on this map. There's some more. Alright. Yeah, they're spawning back in real quick. I do want to check out the ice cave. Are they actually in the ice cave or are they in that pond that's sort of by the teleporter? I didn't quite catch that. Megalodon trophy you buy them with is actually pretty cool. I have the one up if you want to see it before you spend 50 on it. I think, did I do the Megalodon trophy? That might be, I don't think that shows up in cosmetics, right? I did get the tackle box skin, the fishing stool skin, and the skin for water soaker skin for the turret. Both, okay. Yeah, the lake, like inside, and the frozen dungeon entrance where the drops are a bunch of slippery penguins. Okay. All right, we'll go check that out. I'm kind of curious to see what it's like. So we'll make our way back to Blue Ob over here. Gotta get rid of these Ixiornis when you see them. This thing's so fast. How much fall damage are we going to take? Ooh, a lot. There's one. And another one. Gotta gobble them. Gotta gobble them all. See you. There we are. Can't stop. Yeah, I'm glad they increased the spawns. Otherwise, this would take forever. I don't think I would bother getting all the skins if the settings were like they were. All right, let's do this. And then actually do that. And I'm going to take the hide and stuff back to base real quick. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to go this way. The drakeling is making noise. All right. Okay, where are we going? Back to base. It's like a boss head. Yeah, I thought so. I might have it, though. I'm going to see if I have it. I thought I crafted it. I know I wanted it. Let's do the meg. No, I must not have made it. Because I don't think... Yeah, I must not have made it yet. Okay, so there's 102 popsicles. There we go, and 154. So that's quite a bit. That might be enough. I do want to see those spawns anyway. And maybe we could make some backup stuff or something. I don't know. Okay, that guy. All right, are we good? I think we're good. Let's go. Okay, I'm forgetting where my teleporter is. It's getting crowded in here. All All right, let's head up over this way. What's this? Is the that's Pico Falls? Okay. We'll start here. So where are we going? Yeah, just off that way, right? Yeah, and we're set at 0, so I don't know if there's anything in here to eat. Nope. That is a wolf. So this is the pond you were talking about, right? Don't see any here. Up the next level, there's a lake. Okay. Well, let me clear this stuff out of here so I don't get killed while I get the griffin out. Or can I walk up that way? There's probably no good way to walk up there, I'm guessing. Can I get this guy up? Kinda? Maybe? If I can hold the charge, that would be great. Nah. Oh well. Not a big deal. Boop. They're around the pond as well. Of course, it's going to make us a liar. Okay, so yeah, I didn't see anything over there. Let's go inside the ice cave then and see if they're around there. Just fly up here. Who knows? Who knows what we'll find? The Ice Queen Cave has a lot outside last time I went in there. All right. I mean, there's regular penguins in there, I know, but regular Kairuku. Let's see if I can find this entrance on the first shot today, rather than miss it 2 or 3 times like last time. Hey, I did it. I'm paying attention. I'm doing so good. All right, looks... It's a lot of penguins. Can't tell which kind they are. All right, let's leave this guy out here. Should be safe enough. Patton, thank you very much for this subscribing. Yeah, that was a slippy slide guy. Okay, those are regulars on the outside. How's my... So that's a bunch. Let's gobble them up. Hope, see if they respawn quickly. I shouldn't have to go outside a render or anything fancy like that. And while we wait, let's see what's in this thing. You know what I could do? We'll go check the other ones. We'll put this guy in aggressive. Just... Why does it change this guy to aggressive too? Alright. This guy goes chasing cave bears, we're in trouble. Oh, he wasn't aggressive. He's on attack my target. He was just getting in the excitement. Okay, there's 15 points into this guy. I'm not sure what I want to do at this point, other than give him a hamburger. All right, let's see. Go up here. Any bears hiding? Good. set down? Okay. And we'll go check that cave, or excuse me, that pond on the way back, because there is a chance with all the munching I did that some will spawn in over there. Look at him, he's sitting down and waving. Hopefully he doesn't aggro. Why don't I get... There we go. Alright, one more thing to grab. That guy doesn't seem to be doing much down there. But between what we already collected and what we just collected, we might have enough for all the skins that I want. But I don't know. When it's 50 popsicles or whatever per skin, they don't really go that far. Okay, looking like nothing's spawned back in here. So let's grab this guy. What did we end up with? 32 here. I think we're going to dump all that and not hit you with the shotgun. Boom, there we are. All right, Griffin, let's go see what we can find up back there. You have a Drakeling buff, so the loot crates are supposed to be better, but they don't usually end up better. Are they only better when you're in their home range, though? I can't remember how that home range thing is supposed to work with the Drakelings. Alright, let's zip over here again, see if we get anything respawning. Nothing respawned back in the cave pond. Okay, I see one down there. I'm not going to stop for just one. Nobody else is zooming around. Yeah, I just saw one. You get 3 hours of buff after they touch their home biome. There's no way to remove it except transfer servers. Okay. So somehow I've got the buff. So I think we'll go munch our way around that beach we were just at. Grab some more of these popsicles. Maybe another 50 or so. And then head back to base and craft up those skins. Whoops, landed. What level is that guy? 55. Don't know why I'm still checking those guys for levels. I really should just be checking them for traits. See if I can get like a number 3 vampiric or something like that. That would be awesome. But I'm probably not going to get much better in levels. It's my guess. Or at least not worth checking constantly. Alright, where's our little friends? Should be some around here somewhere. There's a couple. Alright. Back there. I was like, where? Where did he go? Did I lose him? Okay. I got Vampiric 2. I don't plan on using it if you're going to use Rexes for something. Yeah, I'm just breeding up some boss fighting Rexes. Well, I think I've got the... I don't even know where I'm at anymore. Honestly, I think I still have to breed for mutations. But I have collected quite a few traits, but if you're going to have 14 Rexes to go for a boss fight, you know, and you can do 5 traits per, then that's a lot. Okay, so what did I end up with so far? I only got 56. Let's drop all this meat. I gotta remember to eat these corpses. That's right, you run, Mosh Chops. Legendary Monkey, hello, how are you doing? I missed out on the Rex breeding since many others are good for bosses now. Yeah. Rexes are great though. So that's a dodo. I figured if I got like a good set of Rexes though, I'm just done. You know, I can do most of the bosses. You know, the future, past and future with the set of Rexes. And I just don't have time to breed mutations for only 4 that time. Don't have enough time to breed mutations for everything, so. I think I'm done with Uties. I think that's about all I know. Because I got all the Uties set up. And I can't remember what I'm doing with Rexes. If I have to start over on Rexes, because I screwed up the mutations early on. Okay, now these guys aren't spawning back in. Maybe I have to go a little further. Probably ought to go a little further. That's why we share. Everyone seems to have their speciality. Yeah, I get that. Okay, there was another one in here somewhere. But he seems to have been a little crafty and gotten away from me. What's that? Trilobite. A scared trilobite. It's funny. Your Uties are amazing. I have one. Oh, yeah. I think I gotta breed a new set of Uties though, because I have to add the traits to them. So I think I got the mutations all set up, but I ran out of stam here. Take that. I saw one up here. Where are you going, buddy? Give me your popsicles. Maybe I should just ask them for their popsicles rather than kill them. I'm not sure. Get out of here. I'm not sure if these guys would just give me their popsicles. They seem pretty chill, right? Yes, that was a slippery penguin. Alright, I'm kind of bored with eating penguins, so we'll just make our way a little further down the beach, and then we're going to call it good and see where we're at. We can always come back for more. Do need stamina, and we get 77 popsicles this trip. It's not that, whoops, not that many, but that should put us close to 300 popsicles, which would be what, 6 skins, which I think might be enough. There's one. Did we not get a popsicle? We didn't get a popsicle with that guy. Here's one. Okay, there we got 6 popsicles. There's one back there and another one. That was 5. 11. That probably just was actually added to the 5. So that was... Whoa, I'm flying. There he is. There's that slippery guy. Out of my way. Okay, that's 22. I need some stamina though. Then I might have to kill those sharks out of spite. I need a little bit of a speed boost here though. Let's get him. Oh, it's a turtle. There, we got them both. Any other guys around here want to get munched? I wonder if I'm going to get zapped. There we go. Ooh, 112 biotoxin. I'll take that home with us. We'll take that. We might have to walk because I think we're going to be too heavy for this griffin. Actually, I know we are if we keep all this meat. So let's just walk back to the teleporter. Went down in one chomp. One chomp like a chump. Alright. Yeah, I didn't get any popsicles with that guy either. I guess some don't deliver any popsicles. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, there's one. Come on. We got him. If the dino's inventory is too full, sometimes it won't go into it. Yeah, I just got some just now, though, and I haven't emptied the inventory. And usually when it's like, what, half the weight is like halfway there or something, it stops picking up stuff. Or maybe it's a little further than that. Alright, we have made it back to, well, this is not really what I wanted to do. Okay. Alright, the Drakeling only made it to about 15,000 XP. So we got a ways to go there. That's alright. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, these guys are making me nervous with all their bloodiness. All right, popsicle, popsicle. There we go. 372 popsicles. Let's get rid of this meat right away. We don't need to be carrying that around before we start crafting stuff. The other thing I do want to do today is get the tribe tower going here on Ragnarok. Drop this off. Where's the hide go? What else do we have? I think that's good for at the moment. So let's go craft that stuff up. What do we need? Holiday. Summer. So I don't think we made the Megalodon Jaws fishing trophy, but we are right now. We have that. I don't know if we have a fire rocket rocket launcher fireworks skin. That's only 20. We're going to craft that just in case. I thought we did the emotes. Let's check that out. Summer bash. Yep, this big and the sit one. So let's have a sit down and let's go back into here. Holiday, okay. This was one of the things we didn't do. Saber-tooth salmon fishing trophy, piranha fishing trophy, and coelacanth fishing trophy. We're gonna do the salmon. If we have enough, then we'll do something else. Angler rod skin, appearance of the fishing rod to an angler rod. Man, I think we got to do that one because we got the all the other stuff for it. We've got these skins from the last time. I do like the Dino Uncle Sam hat. I don't know how much, excuse me, how many of those that we have, but they're only 5. So let's craft up 2 of those guys. Do we have Dino sunglasses? That's something I haven't seen. Steak knife skin, I think I've got that one. I should have the balloon ones. Fireworks hat. It doesn't sound that interesting. Sparklers I have. What's this guy? Oh, fishing waders. We got to get that in the fishing outfit. Got to have that. And then we don't have a heavy water soaker. All right, what's that doing to us for popsicles? We still have about 200 popsicles. Gotta get the inflatable Rex costume skin. I think we have one, but man, you gotta have more than one, right? Can't run out. I'm not so interested in the bottoms or the shirts. So I think that might actually do it. So we've got another extra 100 skins. Oh, I don't have the angler hat skin, so there we go. That was only 10 though. And I don't think I got the captain's hat. Oh, and I don't have the spear gun skin. And that leaves us with 72. I don't know if I have the squirt gun skin either. Let's grab that guy. I love the Crocs. They're only 5, so we're gonna do 5 of those. And that. All right, I think I'm good. I think I can just hold on to the rest in reserve, and we'll, if we want, we'll grab some more at some point. But we're just gonna leave those for right now. Let's get the tribe tower set up. So we're gonna need that thing, the tribe tower. There it is. And then let's see if we got some foundations. We'll use these 2 metal that we have for some reason. And we're going to put it up here, I think. Either here or here. I think it'll fit the nicest right here. And we can also cover up this hole in the ground. So if I cover up this hole, actually let's push that further down into the ground. About level, like going the wrong way. Try to match up with the lines of the brick down there. Okay. Now let's see if I can put down the tribe tower. And let's see how that fits. So if I come out here, stupid things don't light. Do I have anything to put in here? No. All right. I don't know. Looks pretty good to me. Maybe I should just fill up this area with foundations first. I think that might be a good idea. Let's go craft up some foundations. Except I can't see a darn thing. That's better. Since my stupid automated arc wood pile is not working. For some reason, I don't understand. It's full of wood. Auto torch is inactive. Auto torch is active. Activate lights. See if that worked. See if that did anything. Probably not. I need foundations though. Can I craft them in here? Let's see. Because I should have everything I need. All right, let's pull the resources for 15 of them. Confirm, pull. Pull. Oh, I gotta hit the thing. There we go. That should do it. All right. Let's put you in here. Sort some stuff out. While we're at it, there's some stuff that we can grind. It's all primitive garbage pretty much, but we'll grind it up anyway. Give us something. We can grind up that too. All right, grind all. Let's see. What is the other foundations? That should be more than enough. Put this back on. Ah. So it doesn't seem to have done anything to help us with this. And we gotta go up one or two more flights of stairs here. I think it's this one. Except I can't find the way out. Well, if we end up going too high, then we can always fall down. It's not an issue. Was this it? This was it. Good job. All right, let's do cover up these holes in the ground to the best of our ability anyway. I don't think our guys are going to be able to. Some of these shrubs that you can harvest and some you can't. Can't fill in that hole. At least not with a foundation. It could with a ceiling, but we're going to put the tribe tower right over on top of it, so it's not going to be a issue, I don't think. All right, do we want it here or do we want it a little further away? I think we want it one more over. That's too far over. Doo-doo-doo. Can't. Tribe tower must be placed in the open. That'll work. Let's just make sure we put. It'll look better if I can get the foundations under it, but it won't let me place it under the tower. So I guess we got to pick it up one more time. Or maybe it just, yeah, it just didn't want me to put it under the tower. See how that works. That was in the same spot. Yep. All right, let's get this thing fired up. Apparently you don't have to turn it on, it just goes on. And I thought, how many days we got? Fuel for 7 days. So that's a good start. Let's kind of see how it looks from a distance. Yeah, I kind of like the looks of it. Yeah, I think that looks all right. I wish my torches worked. Kind of lights up the whole area in here too with the holes in the wall. All right, cool. Take the fast way down. Woo! I forget the Drakeling slows me down quite a bit, which is actually nice. Kind of living parachute situation. I like it. Do we have any more tributes that I can put in here? I kind of want to hold on to the Spino sail. What else can go in here? Definitely want to hold on to the alpha stuff. We haven't been doing a lot of fighting and stuff, so we probably don't have a whole lot of tributes. We do have some claws. Let's grab those guys to get us a little bit further past the week. Are you going to survive? I hope so. I don't see why you wouldn't. I can see why you wouldn't if you don't have any food. All right. Berries. And then I need a drink of water. All right, let's head back up and just put those tributes in there. It's easy to see now that it's lit up. All right. I figured we might as well get this going. I don't know how much time we're going to be spending on Ragnarok. If this is going to eventually be our new home, and if it is, then we would want this thing completely charged up anyway. So now we're at 14 weeks, so about a half a month. That's plenty. Can deal with that for sure. I think that's going to about do it for today, guys. I thank you for coming along. I do plan on being live streaming at the usual time, which is 11 o'clock Eastern on Sunday. So we will be doing that. And yeah, thank you guys very much for coming along today. Thank you for the new subscribers on YouTube. By the way, I don't get a notification during the live stream unless you are you have your public subscriptions open. So I only see that if you have public subscriptions. What else? Oh yeah, if you're looking for a cluster server to join, PvE, that's pretty chill. You can check in the description for a link to all that information. And thank you to our members, our past and present. We've got Trav, Bone Dust, Pixie, Pico, and Man Behind the Beard. And I've got to check to see if there's any new ones. But thank you guys very much. See you Sunday.